Wonderful. Now we wrap up the 5Cs framework with the legacy of the teacher, citizenship. This is about the impact beyond the classroom. The teacher as the builder of societies, a role model of values, and a cultivator of future citizens. The focus here is how teachers extend their influence into communities, governance, and nation building. After all, every minister has gone through a teacher's classroom before. The legacy of the teacher. A teacher affects eternity. They can never tell where their influence stops, according to Henry Adams. And this is true. Every time you stand before your students, you are standing before the future of a nation. You're not just teaching the alphabets. You're shaping advocates, innovators, doctors, voters, parents, and dreamers. Your words echo beyond the classroom walls. Your patience becomes someone's confidence. Your example becomes someone's standard for leadership. That is the legacy, the quiet power that outlives the lesson plan. Education has always been more than grades and examination. It's nation building disguised as daily work. And teachers are the architects of that invisible notion, the builders of character, conscience, and community. This final pillar, the legacy of the teacher, explores what remains when the chalk dust settles, the values we transmit, the leaders we inspire, the communities we build, the citizens that we raise. At the end of our career, the true measure is not how many students passed our test, but how many stood taller because we believed in them. Citizenship Course 1, the teacher as a nation builder. Ghana's future will not be built in parliament or in policy rooms. It will be built quietly, daily, in classrooms like yours. Take a moment to let this sink in. You're not just a teacher, you are a nation builder. Every great nation rests on the shoulders of its teachers. When Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, "Seek ye first the political kingdom," he didn't mean politics alone. He meant enlightenment, education, and civic consciousness. Teachers form the soil from which every profession grows. Doctors, engineers, presidents, journalists, all trace back a teacher who believed in them. Research insight from UNESCO found that countries with higher teacher status indices also report stronger civic participation and innovation rates. This means when teachers thrive, nations rise. You may think your classroom is small, but every child you teach is a seed, and seeds do not stay small forever. A teacher in Tamale started a Clean Friday project where students cleaned their school compound and discussed sanitation laws. Years later, one of those students became an environmental policy officer. One class, one habit, one citizen at a time. Nation building is not a government project, it's a people project. Nation building starts with 3 C's: character, competence, citizenship. Under character, you teach honestly, with empathy and responsibility. Students with moral compass become ethical leaders. Competency, you model excellence and curiosity. A competent mind strengthens a nation's productivity. Citizenship, connect classroom learning to civic life. When students understand their role in community, democracy thrives. A teacher in Kenya taught budgeting through mock elections and class tax projects. Students not only learn math, they learn governance. Nation builders don't only teach, they model. When you vote responsibly, you model citizenship. When you mentor a student after class, you model service. When you stand for integrity in small things, you model leadership. Your classroom is your constituency. Every student is a future citizen observing how to lead. What values are you reinforcing daily, intentionally or unintentionally? Do your students see in you the Ghana or Africa they want to inherit? What small acts can you do this week to strengthen your classroom's culture of citizenship? Write down one value you want to see in Ghana's future and commit to modeling it in your classrooms. For example, you want to see a Ghana where people are living with honesty. So then, you will always keep your word to your students. So as many students as pass through your class will be impacted by this honesty. Your chalk is a tool of change. Your blackboard is a blueprint for nationhood. You may never hold a political office, but you're shaping every future voter, policymaker, dreamer. Let every lesson whisper, we are building Ghana. And when your students grow up to lead with courage and conscience, you'll know your true legacy lives in them. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself, according to John Dewey. If this course reminds you of your higher purpose as a teacher, please do like this video, share what it resonates in you with us in the comment areas, share it with another teacher, share it with your students as well, discuss it, and let us know what transpires from these discussions. We'd like to hear from you in the comments below, or send us an email to ask@leaderfreak.org. Also, take pictures of some of the activities that you're instituting in your classrooms and tag us on any social media handle @leaderfreak. Would love to keep seeing you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next course on values that outlive the curriculum.